This is a redneck kind of job.
This season on Highway Through Hell.
Help! Whoa, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh my God. Everybody get away.
Get out of the way, out of the way! Oh, that's not good. Wow. Holy crap! Carnage. Coming down. Biggest fear? Not making it home.
On the Highway Through Hell. The last line of defense is a heavy rescue team ready to tackle any disaster. Because closure is not an option.
On BC's Coquihalla Highway, chains have gone into effect in October.
Look at what you're causing down there.
Quiring Towing's Gord Boyd is trying to keep traffic moving.
Drivers that run those highways every day that you don't see mean that they're doing their job.
No,
Look at what you caused.
no man,
Hey pal, no time for arguing.
no,
Hey, get your chains on. Hey, nobody's that experienced. It's going to be a tough season for these guys.
Keeping the coke open and clearing semis is Quiring Towing's specialty. For a decade, in a town nearby, Hope, Jamie Davis has been battling wrecks on the coke. But last year, with Jamie's expansion in Alberta, it forced Howie to make BC's top dog.
It's hard on the family, hard on the wife.
But this season, Howie is no longer with Heavy Rescue. He works for another company closer to his family. 1,200 kilometers north of the Coquihalla,
There's more work in Alberta. You could use 10 trucks. You could use 100 trucks. That's just how busy it is.
just last year, Heavy Rescue sent half the fleet to northern Alberta. And Jamie found more work than he could have imagined. Jamie's gamble paid off so well that he moved south of the oil patch.
Edmonton is 1 million plus people and is also the gateway to the north.
He's built a new yard and dispatch center. Jamie's betting big on Alberta.
I think the biggest change is staff. Some left on good terms and some haven't.
But this season, lead driver Adam Gazzola is no longer with Heavy Rescue.
Jamie's dream was Alberta, so he can go there and live his dream while I'll be closer to my family.
Adam now works for the competition.
It's hard when you look in your mirror and see a different name on the door.
With Adam gone, Colin McLean has to step up the game. And he's just been told that he's running the big show.
Let's go, Ange. Let's drive Jamie's rotator. With Colin driving the rotator and filling those boots, I need him to be the guy that he can be and keep the highways open.
It's Monday morning, and Colin heads out to his first call in the rotator.
We're heading to a flip tractor trailer on Highway 831.
Highway 831 feeds into the two main highways to the oil fields. For the sake of a quick recovery, Colin wants to flip the tractor trailer at once.
The kingpin plate broke off, so we have to recover one item at a time.
With the kingpin plate broken, Colin will have to tow one item at a time.
Send McKeithran, chop chop.
In Edmonton, Jamie dispatches Jason and HR-66 to assist Colin.
Head out and make some money. Love it, love it.
With backup on the way, Colin races to get the tractor ready to be towed.
Around the frame and we should be good.
The rotator is not like any of Jamie's trucks. The rotator is like a mobile crane, a crane on wheels. Colin chalks up his first win, but he can't go any further without his backup.
Get this ready for Jason, then the trailer.
The second wrecker finally arrives.
So we'll back you up, put a quick winch line on it and yard it out. No, my air's not working on this thing. Why? It's frozen.
Colin's backup is frozen.
What's frozen? Nothing works in the back. Air up the system. Son of a...
Coming up, with the mighty rotator gone, the heavy rescue team in Hope is outgunned as they battle a rollover. On Alberta's Highway 831, Colin's backup is frozen.
If you have no air, the brakes lock.
Jason now has to tow the tractor from the back end.
Today I'm operating the mighty rotator, all by my lonesome, with the help of my new trainee.
Colin is rigging up for a big pull.
You're the rookie, so up you go, buds. So right now what we're doing is we're testing our lines, looking for any kind of pinch points or anything.
The trailer is so far off the road, Colin has had to fully extend the rotator's boom arm.
You have to make sure you have the right guy on the rig, because the consequences of not having a good guy on that truck can be disastrous. What can go wrong? The further you have the boom out, the greater risk of flipping the wrecker over.
Jason needs his boom high, so the landing gear doesn't scrape into the ground.
Can you get any more height? Lean on that thing.
There's a problem in the hydraulic with Jason's boom.
Come on, Howie made that truck sing. Don't make me call Howie.
Colin moves the rotator down the highway to pull the trailer up.
What I see of Colin is that he has come a long way and he gets the job done. This is just the tip of the iceberg and more to come.
The next morning in BC, Jamie has just dispatched his newest driver to a job east of Hope.
I just like to tow and helping people out.
John has a heavy rescue resume, 20 years long, and he promises to keep the BC highways open. Jamie's business manager, Hendrik, hired John just a week ago. Good morning, everybody. This is our first meeting with John in Ope. Welcome, John. He will be taking the heavy-duty driver Class 1, and he will be taking the meat on all the major accident scenes.
None of the other guys have worked with John, and I think John will have to earn his trust to the other drivers.
5-0 can be assigned to John, Bruce's old truck.
I am honored to drive Bruce's old truck.
Today, John is on Highway 3 in Bruce's legendary 5-0 to rescue a highway maintenance vehicle in Skagit River.
This is my first week here, and I want to prove to Jamie Davis that he made a good choice.
His number 2 is Wayne Sahada.
Oh, he's lucky. It did roll over, so you have to worry about the hydraulic fluid, so we'll keep an eye on it as we pull it up.
To lift up the vehicle, John will have to lift it vertically.
5-0 doesn't have an extendable boom like any of the other trucks, so we need a bigger truck to do this.
Last spring, Jamie ordered a brand new 50-ton tandem axle, HR-116.
It's lightweight, and it does its job. It's got the boot strength. It's a machine.
It's due to arrive any day, but not soon enough for this job. So, 1 hour west of the wreck, Jamie's good friend, Chris, from Western Star Towing and Recovery, has a 50-ton tri-drive rotator.
Western Star Towing and Recovery en route.
Chris is on his way, but until then, John and Wayne rig up to move the vehicle to prevent contaminating the water.
Is it moving? Nope. I'm moving! I'm a bit cocky. I don't want to drive the truck, but you'll learn from me.
Like Colin, John is trying to prove himself.
I'm hearing that 116 is to arrive soon. I think it'll be nice to have a new truck in Hope. Chris, you on here? Yeah.
The rotator will pull the nose of the wreck up the hill, then another line from the rotator to help pull it up.
Want to bring your other line down? With the 2 winch lines on it, you actually double the pulling capacity on the rotator.
During the heavy pull, the rotator slid closer to the edge. He needs to reposition his rotator to put the vehicle safely onto the road.
Chris pretty much lifted that truck up, and up onto the road.
John starts to pull in case the wreck tips over.
Anytime they come out, I'm happy. Really happy. When the pulling gets tough, the tough keep pulling. If we didn't have Western Star, I don't think we would have been able to recover it. Road's open.
The next morning in Hope, BC,
It's a long day, 10-hour drive.
Jamie is coming home from his new base in Edmonton, but it's not a happy homecoming.
Heading back to Hope for an important mission that I can't miss, and that's to bury an old friend.
After a tough fight, veteran driver Bruce Hardy lost his battle with cancer.
Bruce has been sick for quite some time, and it's a really tough day that's been coming.
In the town of Hope, hundreds of people have gathered to pay their respects for Bruce.
Bruce meant the world to me. Just one good soul. Just one old tough cat, that one. I think about him all the time. I think we gave him the best send-off anyone has ever had in this industry.
Rest in peace, Bruce. At 9:05 a.m., north of the Coke, the highway has claimed its first victim.
With Jamie in town, I want to put on a good show for him. You don't know if someone will actually hammer the brakes on when they got their foot down to the floor.
It's the same thing that happened to Jamie Davis last year. Today, John won't have to call Western Star Towing and Recovery. The newest weapon in Heavy Rescue's arsenal HR 116 was dispatched an hour ago.
I had to bring 116 here in order to keep my claim. We kinda sent a message out, hey, we're here and we're not going anywhere. There's the big truck!
The new 50-ton tandem wrecker has a long-reach boom that should help to get the job done fast.
Should be pretty easy. We'll recover the trailer first, then the pickup second, and she'll be on her way.
Jamie shows up to see what's taking so long on this recovery.
What's the holdup? We had to do one at a time. Okay, hook up the pickup to 116 and tow the trailer with the flat deck. Hey guys, who got that wreck out? Jamie Davis saved the day again!
Next time, on Highway Through Hell, a new highway presents a chance
The road's closed.
and a challenge.
Overhead power lines are bad for an operator.
Jamie's newest hire
The wall is taken right out.
fights a trailer split in two. And Colin's mistake puts a rookie
A little bit more!
in charge of a major recovery.